Hey, welcome. So, have you ever been at work, you open up a delivery and it's completely the wrong stuff? Yeah, it happens a lot. Today, we're going to go through exactly what to do in that situation, step by step. Just picture it. A delivery truck shows up, you open the doors, and the boxes inside are, well, not what you were expecting at all. It's a classic mix-up. Let's talk about how to handle this without any stress and turn this little problem into a quick fix. Okay, so there you are. You've got the paperwork in your hand, but the stuff in front of you doesn't match at all. You might feel a little confused, right? That's exactly why having a clear plan is so important. So let's get into what you need to do first. Now, before we jump into solving the problem, we need to know the right words. Think of them as your tools for the job. Using the right terms makes everything clearer and helps get the problem sorted out way faster. First up is a simple one: wrong items. This just means you got stuff your company didn't ask for. You know, maybe you ordered red shirts and you got blue ones, or you were expecting keyboards but you got computer mice instead. Simple as that. And why do you get the wrong items? Well, it's usually because of a mix-up. A mix-up is really just another word for a mistake or some confusion. It probably happened back at the supplier's warehouse when they were packing everything up. To figure out what went wrong, you're going to need the order number. This is super important. It's like a special code just for your delivery. It tells you exactly what should have been in those boxes. It's your number one clue. And the process of using that clue, that's called verification. This is just the fancy word for when you check the items you received against the info on your order number. You're just verifying that, yep, there's a mistake. So once you've confirmed the delivery is wrong, what's next? Usually it's a return. A return just means you're going to send those incorrect items back to the company they came from. And the final word we need to know is resolution. This is our goal. A resolution is the solution to the problem. It means the right items are on their way and everyone agrees on how to fix the mix-up. All right, now that we know the keywords, let's see them in action. We're going to look at a quick conversation between a warehouse worker and their supervisor. This will show us the exact steps to follow. And it all starts right here. The second the worker sees a problem, they tell their supervisor. They don't just put the boxes aside and hope someone else deals with it. They speak up clearly. And that's step one, and it's a big one. Report the problem. Right away. Don't wait. Clearly explaining what's wrong is the fastest way to get it fixed. Now, listen to the supervisor's response. They're not worried. They have a calm, simple plan. They know the first thing to do is check the facts, using that order number. And that's our step two. Verify the mistake. You take that super important order number and check the paperwork. This way you have proof of what the mix-up is. No guessing needed. Okay, so the mistake is confirmed. Now the supervisor explains the next actions. First, we'll write it down, and second, we'll call the supplier. A nice, logical plan. So that's step three. And, writing everything down is so important. You write down the wrong item details, the order number, the date. Having that record makes talking to the suppliers so much easier and more professional. The worker needs to know what to do with all these boxes, right? And the supervisor gives a really clear answer. Yes, they must be returned. No confusion there. And here we are at the final step. Number 4, confirm the return. You can't just leave the wrong items sitting around. That just creates more confusion. Sending them back keeps the warehouse organized. So, we've got the steps down. But why is it so important to do all this quickly? Well, it's all about stopping a small problem before it turns into a really big one. And you can really see the difference here. If you act fast, you stop the mix-up from causing bigger issues. But if you ignore it, well, that can cause delays in production, which means unhappy customers, and it could cost the company money. So, yeah, speed really matters here. Okay, that was a lot of information, I know, so let's make it super simple. Here's a quick 4-step guide you can remember for any time this happens. Here it is, nice and easy. Number 1, identify the problem. Number 2, verify it with the order. Number 3, record it and contact the supplier. And finally, number 4, return the items. If you can just remember these 4 things, you'll be able to handle any delivery mix-up, no problem. And that's our guide. As you can see, it all comes down to a simple process and just talking clearly to people. It kind of makes you wonder, doesn't it? What other problems at work could be solved just as easily with good, clear communication? Thanks for joining me today.